Have you ever had a time when you put things off until the last minute? Waited. I'm not an unscheduled person, but I do things in my own time, in my own way. Doug Adams said it best. He says, I love deadlines. I love the whooshing noise that they make as they go by. This has been the case since my birth. My anticipated due date was the end of February. I decided 3 weeks later, the day after St. Patrick's Day, that I would make my entrance into the world. I was such a surprise that this was back in the day before ultrasounds and gender reveal parties, that when the baby arrived, everyone was surprised. My mother was convinced that I was going to be a boy, and when I arrived, I definitely was not a boy. She told my mother told my grandmother that she was so convinced that she was going to have a boy that she had selected the name of Chad David, but she didn't have a girl's name. My grandmother suggested the name Candace, and I've been Candace ever since. I'm an only child. I'm pretty independent. Some people might say stubborn. I have strong problem-solving skills and a keen sense of self-reliance, and confidence that no matter what comes my way, I can figure it out. I'm pretty good at that, even though I'll make a mess in the middle of it, but I learned from that. My grandma used to say, it'll all be fine in the end. If it's not fine, it's not the end, which actually was from Oscar Wilde. I love to laugh and find humor in nearly everything. One time we were on a family vacation. We'd taken our kids to the water park. My daughter was riding on her dad on this big inner tube around the lazy river. And as they come to the point where they disembark and get off the lazy river, the inner tube pops out from underneath him. He falls into the water, she falls on top of him. They both come up sputtering, water, like they're drowning, and he's more worried about his hat and his wallet that's in the ground, or that's in the water. And I go and I yank her up by the arm, and I'm trying really hard not to laugh, and she's cold and wet, and I'm chuckling and helping. And at this instant, I come up with our family motto with, this will not be funny for at least 5 years. Meaning that there is humor in every moment. And sometimes we can't laugh at it right then because, well, the hurt's just too close. I have 7 children that are all adopted from the foster care system. I survived an unhealthy patriarchal marriage. I saw firsthand how children and families were underserved in the foster care and therapeutic system. I am unmarried now, and in the course of my life, I've developed a love for helping, serving, and caring for people. That's what led me to the behavioral science program. I'd like to work in a school system setting, possibly as a school counselor or with high school students, middle school students, maybe at a mental health agency as an intake worker, caseworker, serving biological and foster parent families. Being an empathetic woman, I'm a feeler and I'm guided by my emotions. I'm 80% passion and 3% logic. Math has never been a strong suit either. I would like to practice persuasion, conflict negotiation, and thinking on my feet in this class. Throughout my life, I've been blessed with enough support, enough love, enough encouragement. Mae West, she said it best. She said, you only have to live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. I hope that we can all be, have, and realize that we are enough. Thank you.